right. Good afternoon, everybody. Haven't been making videos in my car because I feel it's kind of bad influence, perhaps, that I'm out and about, but I have to go food shopping, get a few basic things. I have a mask. I'll be wearing a mask when I go out, when I'm out of the car. I wanted to discuss this issue, though a lot of people brought to my attention about the funerals going on. I have to say it like this. In my own humble opinion, I don't think anybody should be going to these funerals. As much as it's painful to know this, we've lost so many great people during this epidemic. You know, people who I had, some kind of a shaykhus with, not really anything major, no one I was really close with, but people who I encountered in my life and people who I haven't encountered but admired or heard of. And if anybody is listening to me and will be influenced by this, which I doubt will, I mean, I'm just a guy who lives in the country. I'm not, I'm just a country bumpkin, But I would say, don't go to these funerals. There's no excuse to be going, even if it is right outside your house. Stay in your house, listen through the window. Don't go out in the streets for a funeral, even for a major person. And the same thing as painful as to say, for a loved one. This is just what we've been instructed to do, is not have the big funerals like we're used to. And we're supposed to follow these restrictions. That's, even I saw Baron Weeder, who's a councilman from Rockland County. Excuse me. There's a sneeze. They sneeze a little funny, I guess. Mr. Weeder, he spoke about how Rabbi Moshe Green, who passed away last night, was his mentor, who he respected tremendously. But he said he's not going to the funeral, and he hopes nobody else does either. We just have to. We can go visit when this is all over. We can go visit the graves. When this is all over, we can have memorials in the synagogues. But for now, it is. And the truth is, really, in the month of Nisan, we're not supposed to say eulogies. Our funerals are supposed to be really very quick ordeals during the month of Nisan. So that's just something people should be aware of, even from this point of Jewish law. What we generally say is that, it's not a true eulogy. It's a celebration of their life or something. When we say what's considered a eulogy that's not really a eulogy in the month of Nisan. But really, as painful it is not to say some kind of eulogy, I think we should take the strict approach to this law during this time and not say any eulogies, which is how most of the funerals have been. However, some of the funerals have been with eulogies. But again, if you're going to have a eulogy, listen to it on the telephone. You don't have to be there. There's no reason to be there. You can fulfill the mitzvah of Halvayas HaMeis and Shel Kavod HaMeis in a much greater way by not being there in public. With that being said, I want to say some words to be dan l'kaf zchus. We're taught to judge people favorably. When we see these pictures and videos of the big funerals, there's a few things people should understand about what's going on there. First of all, these funerals are very quick. Whatever it is, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, not more than 20 minutes. When you see the people who are together, if you really look carefully, you're going to see there's groups of people together, and then there's the separations of 6 feet away. The people who are all together are the families who are already together anyway in their homes. And also, I don't believe, particularly in Brooklyn, these places, that we're seeing this type of thing where people are traveling to go to the funeral, but rather the people who live there on that block are just coming out on the street to show their respects. So it's not really an abrogation of the social distancing requirements in general. Still, because of the optics of it, I still strongly recommend that people should refrain from these types of things. I would say from all the rabbis who have passed away, the most influential that we've lost probably would be Rabbi Moshe Green. He visited us actually when I was the rabbi in Richmond, Virginia. He visited us there, and I posted a video on YouTube of that, and actually I reposted it now on Twitter. But we should judge favorably that which we have seen there and recognize that it's not a matter of people traveling far. It's not really what we typically would recognize as a violation of the social distancing rules. Meaning if you see a group even of 5-6 people together, they're probably from the same household. And then there's most likely going to be 6 feet between the next household, and the other thing is that these are very quick ordeals. They're not happening in the synagogue as they usually would. They're happening outdoors, and they're much quicker than they usually would be. So that's pretty much what I have to share about this. Again, it's not really a justification in the normal sense, as much as it's simply trying to judge people favorably. And if you want to ask me what's really about spreading disease and stuff, this that we have to reuse plastic bags now. They don't let us use plastic bags in New York. That's much worse. Much worse than that's causing more problems than anything. So I wish that Governor Cuomo would let us have our plastic bags back. That would probably help protect people from disease. So God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment. We'll see you later.